Hello, everyone. As Mrs. Sarge shoves food in her mouth, we're here in our best attire today to,
I am. I don't know about you, but I am.
you heard that, Nikki, right? I wouldn't put up with that. I'm here for you. Here to defend you. Notice who got the pink shirt. I'm just saying. Anyway, so what we want to do today is like a how well do you know me kind of thing. And before I start, I will say, would y'all like me to turn the dryer off? I will say that Fluffy had told me that her and I should have done this video before, and it never happened. And then I was watching the other day, and Sara Jane, her channel is Sara Janes Journey. She did a mother-daughter one with her mom. So credit goes to her for this idea, because I'd forgotten about it, and we watched it. And Mrs. Sarge she just went and wrote down a whole bunch of questions that I'm kind of scared of. So that's that. If y'all don't know about this, please go and visit their channel, Martin Nikki, MartinNikki. Hilarious. They're both so funny. Nikki's the coolest.
Martin's the coolest.
And Nikki's the coolest.
Martin's the coolest.
This is my channel. Moving along, so visit them, and now we're going to do our question thing here. So how did you set this up? Like, are we each answering the questions? There's Hobbs. Or are you supposed to guess what mine is?
Oh, the top ones, yes.
We're supposed to guess
each other's. Into random questions that
okay, well,
we just answer.
Question number 1 is, what are my pet peeves?
Everything. Everything everybody does gets on your nerves.
What? I don't know what she's talking about. And I'm going to need you to stop saying that, because that annoys me. Really? My pet peeves are everything and everyone? I don't know. Like, if we're being serious about this, one of my biggest, like, the first thing that comes to my mind is shutting a door in my face. I don't have any time for that. What are your pet peeves? That everything is my pet peeve?
No.
Oh, by the way, Mrs. Sarge has I can't tip it too much because I'm on a healthy vegetable plate. And I am counteracting that with white fudge Oreos. Okay, what are your pet peeves?
People talking.
She says, as we're making a video for YouTube. People talking.
Yeah, with people talking.
So like when I talk.
No.
Oh.
You're too close to me to say that.
Okay.
No, probably wagon jumpers. Like, if you say something and I think it's a good idea, and then somebody else comes up and says something that's opposite of your idea, so then I think that's a good idea too.
Makes sense. Okay. When shouldn't you talk to me? What's your answer?
When you shouldn't talk to me?
Mm-hmm. My opinion of what her answer should be is she's a diabetic. And once I know everything's okay, like if it's a low blood sugar and it's coming back up, and you know everything's okay, I'm still not going to talk to her because she gets very mean with the low blood sugar.
When we're all grocery shopping together.
She's not a fan of grocery shopping.
Not with the whole family. It causes major anxiety.
As far as when you shouldn't talk to me, I don't know. I feel like right after there's been an argument, and I'm not saying between us, I'm just saying this about me in general. I just shut up and leave me alone is a good idea. Not that I'm walking away from the argument, but once the arguments happen or debate or whatever, I need time to process all of that before I can talk. Otherwise, it's just going to be more yelling and more arguing. What do you identify as your worst habit?
Picking on things.
Like scabs
Yeah.
and fingernails?
Yeah.
It's true. What's my worst habit?
Mm.
I have
Eating while
several.
sleeping.
You know, I do that. I eat when I'm sleeping. I will just reach over and grab something and start eating while I'm sleeping. And in the morning, I wonder where the hell the trash came from. That's kind of how that goes.
I'm always afraid you're going to choke.
I'm glad you're concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would think my worst habit is more like I'm not very, is forgiving the right word?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not forgiving. If you've crossed me, you've crossed me, and just take yourself somewhere.
Best grudge holder.
Just take yourself somewhere. Don't even bother, because I will hold that grudge. What are you most proud of in your life?
My kids.
Well, that just makes my answer look like shit.
I have good kids. They're just good kids. I mean, for the most part.
I have to say the first thing, like I'm trying to go with the first thing that comes to mind and not think about it too much. What I'm most proud of was being the commander of the Regional Honor Guard when I still had my job. We did funerals and special events and, funerals for fallen officers, and that's what I'm most proud of.
I haven't commanded anything. Those 3M command hooks, those even beat me. So.
I would say you command me sometimes, but no.
Okay.
Fails.
Then I get that Sarge look.
I don't know what Sarge look it is.
Yeah, it has to be in the moment. You can't recreate it. So.
I have a text message. I'm going to make sure it's not important.
I'm right here. It's not.
What are you most insecure about?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah. I'm fat.
Not fat.
Just everything.
I'm most insecure about right now.
Your phone going off in the middle of a video?
I don't know. Right now, at this moment in time, probably my weight, because I just gained so much. I'm like 40, 50 pounds more than where I was comfortable at.
I got this.
Where do you dream of going? Does that mean like on a vacation?
Yeah. New York.
New York.
I want to see Broadway. I want to see something on Broadway.
I didn't see too much of New York. Even I was living in New Jersey and I didn't even, but I'm not a big city person. I'm very much against big cities. I would say somewhere tropical, and I can't elaborate on like a specific place because I honestly don't know much about any of them.
I'm gonna go to Bora Bora.
That's a good one.
They have these cabins out on the water, and like part of the cabin is glass, so you can see underneath. You have your own diving porch, and
that's where I want to go. You can take me there.
Okay, it's like a week vacation's like $8,000.
Okay, well, make it happen.
Okay, I gotta go to work.
What are you afraid of besides me?
The dark.
The dark. That's right. I remember like night lights or TV or something couldn't be on, didn't it? I broke you of that habit.
And messing things up and looking stupid.
I'm drinking Sprite and caramel flavored vodka. Very good.
Sprite Zero, and watermelon.
There you go, Fluffy. What am I afraid of?
Needles, hospitals, doctors, nurses.
I wouldn't say I'm afraid of them. It's more of an anxiety thing. Like since my treatments and surgeries and whatever else for this cancer, I have anxiety attacks when I go into those places. But
Styrofoam.
I'm not afraid of it. I just yell, I can't. Oh, I'm hearing the noise of fingers on styrofoam right now. I hate styrofoam. I hate it. Y'all don't do that in one of your videos just because I said that. I think I'm really afraid of like with this whole cancer thing. I think my ultimate fear is like whenever the end comes, and I'm not saying it's coming soon or whatever, but barring a freak accident, that's what's going to, happen. And I'm afraid of like pain at the end. I think that's my biggest fear. What's the funniest thing your parents would tell me about you from when you were little? I could just ask.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know if she would tell you the funniest.
What's the funniest?
When I was like 2, and I used to pick my nose like nonstop. So mom tried to prick me of that. So my thought was, if I can't see you, you can't see me.
That is funny.
So I'd sit on the couch and do that because I thought if I couldn't see her, she couldn't see me, so I wouldn't get in trouble.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Or the time I ran away from home to my backyard
I've heard this one.
because I had a 2-story playhouse with my 4 slices of cheese and my insulin. It lasted about 30 minutes. The cheese was gone and I was hungry, so I walked in the back door. Nobody ever noticed I'd run away. And I got in so much trouble because the people were there putting siding on the house. And I crawled out my window, which was like 3 feet from the back door.
I don't know the funniest thing that my parents would tell you.
I like the stairway story.
The stairway.
The mirrors.
Oh, yeah, I did do that one time. We were living in England, and that's where I was born. And my mom had her chair set up kind of like facing off this way towards the TV, and there was a whole mirrored section on the wall where she would put like her little knickknacks and collectibles and whatever. And the stairs to go upstairs were right to the side of her chair. Like she had said something that upset me one day, and so I walked behind her. When I walked behind her, I did the whole. She went left on me, and I could not figure out for the longest time. I think I didn't ask her until I was grown, because I wasn't realizing the mirrors were what gave me away. I really, really thought my mom had eyes in the back of her head. No lie. Do you have any weird hidden talents? I don't.
You can pick things up with my toes.
That's creepy, y'all. She picked some shit up with her toes. Like,
Yeah,
not even just little things.
I don't have to bend over.
Creepy.
And take my socks off with my feet.
They're like claws.
You have amazing toes to pick things up if you didn't think it was creepy.
My toes don't work like that. I've tried like picking like a sock or something up off the floor.
I don't have any other talents.
I don't think I have any. Can you think of any I might have? I can put away sugar like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And then I wonder, what about my weight and I'm insecure with it? Go figure. What hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue? I don't know. I'd have to think about that, but it would probably be something to do with the Jeep. Just going all out, decking out the Jeep.
I would get into all of them.
All of what?
Every hobby there is.
No?
I would restore hot rods and have a whole wood shop with a big lathe and all those fancy tools. and leather and paint and knitting and crocheting and rock painting, ceramics.
Really? Mine was all crunched up. I was flattening it out.
But I would give them everything. T-shirt making.
What job would you be terrible at? Oh, Lord, I know this answer.
I know my answer.
I'd be terrible as a doctor, nurse, phlebotomist, lab tech, whatever you got. I don't, anything in the medical field where I may or may not have to see blood, I'm out. Because someone will need to send another stretcher, one for the patient and one for me, because I'm going down.
I'd be a horrible anything with kids. I don't like other people's kids. I could probably do pediatric nursing.
That's other people's kids.
I know, but they're different. When they're sick, they're sweeter.
They yell more.
But it's for a reason. Not like these little kids in Walmart that are yelling because they want. No, that kid just needs their butt busted. The kid that's sick in the hospital, they have a reason to cry. And they can cry all day long. Those other kids in Walmart that are running around, like, I want to beat them. I could not be a teacher. Small child.
Pausing. Okay, we unpaused. So the little child came in here.
Oh, wait, what are you trying to give me?
I'm giving you a crown.
Oh, because
Put it on.
Hugh Martin has the crown.
No, it's because Christmas. Christmas crown.
Do you need some tape?
You tape it right there. That's good. The back can go in our ear.
No, I.
Oh, he has to go finish it.
He's got to go finish it. Okay, that was just the sizing. Okay, moving on.
All right.
Yes, my kids are okay. Sometimes. Okay.
What songs do you have completely memorized?
This is a song that never ends.
No, it
Yes,
goes on and on.
again.
My friends.
My friend. See, I don't even have
My
that
friends.
memorized.
Some people
Started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever, just because this is a song that never ends.
Okay.
Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll stop right now because I'm starting to get the look. Okay.
Moving along. What other songs do you have memorized? That's a hard question. Where'd you come up with that one?
I don't know. I found them online. But that's the only song I
I don't think I probably think I have songs memorized, but then if I didn't have them playing with me trying to sing it, I'd forget little
I
words.
have the song memorized, and the people that sing them on the radio mess the lyrics up.
You don't hear that? Or just skip the shit wrong.
Totally.
How often do you people watch? Oh my Lord. She people watches anywhere, any place, anytime, doesn't matter where we're at, she's watching. So y'all ever meet Mrs. Sarge, just know you're being judged from the moment you walk in the room.
She doesn't have to. So when we first started dating, we went to the Riverwalk down in San Antonio. And I made little comments about girls that didn't have enough clothes on and people's socks not matching and socks and flip-flops and shirts that didn't match. And she thought I was really rude. Then, by the end of our weekend, she's making comments about, oh my God, that guy's wearing 2 different socks.
Meanwhile, it's very, very few mattress socks.
I do now.
Just picks 2 out of the drawer and moves along.
I'm getting better.
What's your dream car?
Ooh, 1969 Chevrolet step-side truck, crystal blue.
I feel like that was more of a hint than an answer to a question.
And a convertible Beetle. The old school, the original, they're really hard to find. And a 1932 Ford Roadster. Can be a kit car because they're hard to find otherwise.
Anything else?
A 1964 and a half Mustang, just to say I have a 64 and a half Mustang.
I don't know what half of those are. And I don't think I have a dream car. When I was little, it was a yellow Jeep Wrangler, and guess what? Got one.
I like the old Corvettes with the rounded headlights.
You married the wrong person.
I think that's it.
What's worth spending more on to get the best?
Toilet paper.
Ketchup.
Oh, ketchup's good too. But toilet paper. Sliced cheese.
Mm.
Diet Coke.
Also, cookies and cream ice cream. Like, it has to be the actual Oreos. I can't stand those fake Oreos. Wannabes. If all jobs had the same paying hours, what job would you like to have? I don't know. I mean, I like what I did. I loved what I did. I wouldn't mind trying like a 8 to 5 office job just because I've never had that. I've never had that schedule, that consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved what I did.
I want to mess with criminals. I want to know what makes their brains. Why? I mean, not like your petty drug dealers and pimps and all that. I mean, like your Jeffrey Dahmers, your Ted Bundys. Like, what wires are crossed in their brains that made them them?
What question would you most like to know the answer to?
Why?
Can you elaborate?
Just why? Why does bad things happen to good peoples?
Fair question. Mine is, I could probably start a debate. So I'm not saying this for a debate. This is just my opinion. I am 99.999% sure that all these cancers that are not curable are actually curable, but too much money is being made off of everything. So my question is, why let people suffer and not just put these cures out there? That's my question. What can you not get right no matter how many times you try?
Maybe.
Life. I mean, I've only tried once, but get that shit right.
You got something in life, right? Your t-shirt's wrong, but you got something in life,
My
right?
t-shirt. Nikki, I love you.
Martin, I love you.
She doesn't even know you.
So? It only takes a small dose of Martin to know that you're Team Martin.
Oh my gosh. What makes you most nauseous? That. What would be some of the most annoying things about having yourself as a roommate?
I am a slob. I will put trash next to the trash. And I don't think seats need to be washed all the time.
I would be annoyed at the fact that my roommate would be anal retentive, because I am about almost everything. And I know it drives Mrs. Sarge crazy sometimes, but if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't even have this place to record videos, because we wouldn't even be able to walk in the door. True or false?
It would be full of treasures.
Treasures. By treasures, she means like soda can, tabs, and bread ties.
No, that's my mother.
Oh. Don't talk about my mother-in-law. I like my mother-in-law. I love her.
My mother saw this thing online or somewhere that you can take the soda tabs and turn them into night chainmail type clothing. So she has created a tub in our kitchen for soda tabs. And somebody likes to kiss ass.
don't have to. She loves me more than she loves you. She likes me more than she likes you.
Yeah. Maybe because she's afraid of you.
Well, whatever works.
Yeah. But yes, I get yelled at if I don't save a tab. So I would just have lots of garage sale finds that I could make into things later when I retire.
Well, there's still plenty of it around this house. It's hidden. I find it randomly. What's the most anxiety-inducing thing you do on a regular basis?
Grocery shop with the whole family.
I don't know about on a regular basis because I avoid appointments now. My primary, for the most part, I'm good with her. I'm very comfortable with her, but
It's just the getting to her part.
yeah, it's getting to her and now just going to a hospital, or they had scheduled or tried to schedule a scan for me a couple weeks ago because of some pain that I was having. And I told her I would go, but when it came to it, I just the thought of that machine, the sounds of the machine, the smell of the room, I just can't do it anymore. So that's that. That's all of our questions.
I really felt like there was going to be more.
It's okay. Sometimes shorter videos are better videos, and people don't have time to get bored. I mean, not that you could get bored looking at this, but I mean, or that. Anyway, we plan on doing another video later on today. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It'll be a surprise if we do it.
Depends on how many more of these I have.
Yeah, it really depends on how many more drinks we have in these cups.
Are you mocking me with your pinky?
No, I was trying to show the bird.
Oh.
My hand was over it like that. No, I'm not mocking you. Anyway, that's about it. Glad that y'all watched. We appreciate that y'all watched. We love each and every one of you.
Especially Martin.
Those of y'all that are enjoying Mrs. Sarge on this channel, say goodbye because you may no longer see her. Team Nikki, all the way. I love you.
Team Martin, all the way.
You got nothing original?
No.
The cats are
Being harassed.
Anyway, all right. So we will see y'all again soon. Thank you for watching. Love all of you. Hugs. And you can say it with me. Peace. That didn't work.